Episode 3. Question mark. This doesn't make any sense. Let's go over it again. I'm here. Am I dreaming? Pinch me to see. Yeah, that hurts. That's a good sign, right? Maybe because I fell back asleep, I ended up somewhere else again. I don't know. My phone's on the dresser still. The window's closed. The window's closed? That's weird. Yeah, it was open whenever whoever it was came in, wanting that phone, and they wouldn't have had the time to close it. Would they have? Whoever the heck they were? Unless, I don't know. There was no response when I shouted a minute ago, and that's not a good sign. And based on the door, they threw me through it, right? Right? Managed to nod, not sure where any of this was going. If they'd been here, then that meant that the first attack had happened. I went through the door, almost died on the stairs, caught myself, and lived because I'd somehow been able to tap into my newly found levitation ability on survival instinct. My parents had come out then, and then downstairs there'd been the back door had shattered, and the person or being or whatever had been in the theater came, and then presumably came through from there, and then killed them all, right, or maybe not, or frick. There's only one way to know. There's two. You go down and you see. Yeah, or you text first and hope and pray they reply. Maybe if you can find your phone and use it, maybe. Hopefully they are, and you won't have to check the door until such time as you know that they are. Yeah, maybe. Let's go option 2 first to see if we can. Sounds like a plan. Can you move? No. What the frick? Maybe slowly. Maybe? Maybe not. Scheiße, did I break something? It doesn't feel like it. I can't. Why can't I? I don't know. Maybe I'm not fully in my body or back here yet, or I don't know. This is weirding me out and doesn't make any sense at all. It's like I'm immobilized in this bed for some reason by something or someone. There's no one here. Like, why? How? Scheiße. Who's doing this? Nothing. Just silence. Freaking. I guess we wait then and try to piece it together. It doesn't make any sense. If it's noon, 8 hours passed at least between you being here and you being attacked on the stairs. Nothing's physically holding you to the bed, at least that you can see. So how or why? Maybe I'm doing it. How though? Like, I don't know. Try to stop doing it then? I don't know. It's worth a shot, I guess. Maybe that'll. I don't know. Maybe. I command myself to stop holding myself to this bed. Any luck? Apparently this just got warped. Maybe I was so scared. Maybe I made myself not able to. I don't know. This was already warped without doing that too. I can walk now though. Walk over to the phone? Yeah, let's do that. I'm there. Let's take that. Let's walk back to my bed now with any further problems, and I guess I've done that with success, or I'm going to stop myself somehow now from walking too. Maybe. Maybe not. That wasn't there before. Yeah, and that's not my phone. That's the frickin'. What the frick? How? They took it. Yeah, they did take it. So who. Okay, what the heck? Is doing this and thinks this is funny? Because I don't know now what the heck's going on. And this is the phone that other person, whoever they were, broke into my room last night, wanted, and whatever the heck they wanted. And mine's now gone. When these scratch marks weren't on the wall directly outside my door before either, and yet they're there now, just gouged in. Why don't you show yourself and explain? Because I'm just about done with this. Like, what? Who and what are you, and what on earth is going on?
Sorry for the intrusion. You wanted to know what's going on?
Yeah, and how about you start with how you just kind of appeared now out of the floor in front of me from the ground floor? What the hell is going on, and what the little are you...
You got time jumped by me.
When, all, why, how?
You might want to sit down for this, over on the bed, and lower your voice. They might hear.
Who and what and how and why?
We don't know. My name's Pangolin Pandolius, and they sent me to try and help clear up this mess and explain it to you.
Who's we? Where are my parents and my family? Are they freaking...
No, they are safe and sound. We got them away before anything bad could happen to them, and they were returned this morning with their memories wiped in regard to the second incident that occurred last night at your residence, after you were thrown out your room door. They don't know why the screen door downstairs was broken, but the police and them both think now, thanks to our aid, that it was caused by the same individual that accosted you for unknown reasons in your room. The police are coming this evening to investigate the area like they did this morning before compiling a list of suspects, and they're trying to get more leads to ask more questions. You were sleeping it off that whole time, or at least your body appeared to be, so they're going to want to talk to you specifically. We had your parents insist on you resting after your ordeals, and they agreed to come back then. What do you mean? At least my body appeared to be. What happened? What really did, and who was that came in? Because he was the same guy as I saw in the theater. Did you send me here? Or who the frick sent me back to here? Like, how? We are not at liberty to say. Our job is to protect you and help you become comfortable with your new life here, and live it safely without problems or incidents. We don't know how you are or why. Why and who is all of you? And why aren't you at liberty to say? Where is my phone, and why is this phone keep coming back to me that the first intruder wanted back last night? And back here and not mine. Did they take mine and leave theirs, or come back and put it here, or did it vanish again like they had it and then it came back? Or like how is it here with me? You need to be quieter. We may be being watched. We are unfortunately not at liberty to say. The hope is for you to be able to be safe here and continue as if nothing happened. And we are working on trying to make that happen for you and to figure out what it was that occurred that brought you here. We don't know why that phone is back, but here is yours. We kept it out of view while the police were here. We advise you to get rid of the other one though, and if that person's looking for it to comes back, tell them where you put it but not to have it on you, otherwise they might be inclined to try and take it again. You could also give it to the cops as evidence, but that would probably be inadvisable and could get you mixed up in their affairs, whatever they might be. Right on. Thanks, I guess? Why are you doing this and trying to make it so that nothing happened, or me being here? I am your advisor, and my advice is to drop it for yours and everyone's sake, while we determine and fix whatever it is that is going on that brought you here, and is still going on. Some things can only be dealt with higher up level solutions and higher up level dimensions than the problems in question. Do you understand? I managed to nod. Who? Never mind. Turning around fast after nodding and dropping into the floor, just like you came from. At least I got my phone back and some answers, kinda. And at least I have a backup, kinda. Or back up, or jailers? I don't know, it depends on your POV, I guess. Are they guardian angels? Yet they're guardian angels who won't tell me what's going on while taking care of it for me? Or are they bad guys that are holding me prisoner and interfering in my affairs that really secretly brought me here and are now trying to do something else and trying to screw me before I figure out what really happened? But also not breaking into my house and trying to murder everyone and saving me and my family from what did? I don't know, pinch me if I'm sleeping, right? Yep, and that still hurts. And as far as I can tell, at least I'm awake. God. Let's try to piece this together now? Maybe. At least you got some more answers and know that everyone's safe, maybe. At least so he says. Check my phone now that I actually have it. Yeah, I've got nowhere to go and arguably should. They didn't tell me what happened to me last night, and that guy could show up again at any point. Or the one that wanted their phone back who accosted me for it. Yeah, I don't know, might not be a bad time to call Deb now, set up a meeting maybe? Maybe, I don't know, do you still have the milkshake with her number on it and the rest of dinner? Yeah, it's over there. Thank God, yeah, let's put that number in my phone now so I don't lose it. Cool, contact made and saved. At least now I've got that and got my phone, I've got it on. Should probably make a backup of it too and then get rid of the milkshake itself that has it on it. Keep the backup in a couple spots on paper maybe, in case something weird happens.
Yeah, in case the phone just vanishes again because I decide to take it. Yeah, let's do that. One on the desk, one on my backup contact list, and hopefully that'll work between the three spots. Because if one of them goes or bites it, or two, at least I'll have backups, and then they'll be hopefully good. It's like duplicating car keys, right? I mean, if I lose my car key, I don't have a backup, then I'm screwed, right? Pretty much. I mean, more the better, maybe. I mean, you need to keep track of them so you don't lose them, but otherwise, yeah. I mean, if someone finds them, that wouldn't be good, but otherwise, God, I don't know. Maybe? Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I don't know. Frick, let's drink the milkshake because you're thirsty and there's a lot in it still. Finish those and the fries, and yeah, you need the energy while reading through. God, whatever they've been sending you, probably try to get a hold of you. God, who knows how many messages this is going to be either. Yeah, it's almost dead. Charger? Yeah, there we go. Chargers we're reading, and that's 50 messages, at least from a lot of different people. Dad's at the top, 24 messages, all asking where I was at, it looks like, and what's going on at different points too. Stopping then with the group text he sent me. And Dan and everybody late last night when I got home. Mark is red, yeah, then next. Mom too, looks like similar, none from today. Same thing, worrying about me and not knowing where I'm at and why I'm not answering. Dad, and if I'm coming home and asking me too. Mark is red, yeah, next. Dan, one today, two yesterday. Yesterday's one is the same thing. The one today is asking if I can help him with something after I'm done sleeping off my wild orgy or sexcapade I must have gotten into down at the diner. Him saying that even though I'm 18 now, that doesn't give me any right to have fun without him and worry everyone to death. And I should be helping him by mid-afternoon or he's going to go straight down there and start asking questions. Mention I was there to everybody too. Sent about 11:04 a.m. Okay. Yeah, I don't care. He can say what he wants, and honestly, I don't care. I don't deny anything about what he claims I did down there. I used to think he was okay, and in my former life he was, but in this one, God, I think we might just be done, and I need to distance the heck away from him, because he's turned into a real piece of, I don't know what, but yeah, let's go next. Nothing from my sisters. Something from Natalia, one message. Nothing from Fred. Something from Celeste, two messages. Something from the Builder, not sure who that is, three messages. Something from the Carousel Man, 10 messages. Nothing else, just those. Who the heck is the Carousel Man and the Builder? I don't know, open those up first. Yeah, let's see if I actually put that stuff in my locker or someone else did. Carousel Man, here we come. Carousel Man. Hi, why aren't you responding? Do we have a deal or not? If you want to live, you know where to find me. There's hope if you do. If you don't, I've got her, and will do unspeakable things to her. Yes, Derek, these messages are for you. We are all playing this game. Or don't you remember? You've got till midnight tonight. Tick-tock. Last message was 10:01 a.m. today. Check the others first? Yeah, I don't like the sound of that at all. Me neither. Builder? Mr. Builder? I guess so. Let's see what he has to say. Mr. Builder, do you want to buy a yacht for $1 million? I'll spot you $500,000 in loans for it that you can pay back at 10% interest. And with the lake business booming, you'll be reeling in at least that much in just the first summer? What do you say? Sorry for the sales pitch. I thought you really wanted to buy and make a perfect opportunity into a liquid platinum quantum ore mine. We'll give you $500 if you drink more root beer than Mitch Swaney at senior prom. I'm doing bets and you can win big if you go up against him. What do you say? Next message. I get the ghosting. I'm sorry. I just get really excited about these ideas and opportunities. How about we skip the charades and get to the real thing? You, me, haunted house documentary. Or rather, epic haunted mansion documentary movie. We filmed that crazy place down at the end and top of the old mill road back by where the lake circles back. It's up on the cliff. We lived the night after getting locked up in there, and my executive producer sponsor, Mr. Gales, I kid you not, the blood splatter in comparison never pales. Gales gives us 50 grand because he wants a bloody movie of it and has agreed to come with us and pay us and anyone who lives and stays in there that much. Half when we go in, half when and if we get out. And I've invited everyone else who I think would be cool and not a piece of work and or a snitch about it too. Hit me up if you're in. We lock up at 8 when the sun goes down. No one has ever come out alive, but I think it's time we break that record, don't you? Hope to see you there for the party. And by the way, I know who set you up to fail for your locker, and will help you if you help me and tell you. Do this for me, free of charge, as a thank you for the support. 50K. Derek, come on, what do you say? Last message today, 8:45 a.m. God, I don't know. Who did and why is a really freaking good question. But I also don't want to be locked up in there, if that's freaking that house. I mean, the stories are bad. Everything's bad about it. No one comes back normal, seemingly. And yet, freaking, if I go out or leave the house, my parents will, I don't know, that leaves one. Yeah, let's see what it says. Natalia. This guy came over that says he wants to see you. Says you know what it's about and that there's a storm coming. And that you can either come over here or he's going to come where you are because the rain is pouring. Has questions, lots of them, and doesn't want to disturb you, but also wants to disturb you after, I guess, whatever happened last night. Frick. Was asking all around the school for you. Long handlebar mustache, black suit and tie and shades, some kind of feather duster coat. Was talking to the principal last I saw him and looking mean. Thought you should know. Consent, fang your way to try and get you out of there. Not sure if that would help. I think he's coming your way. Let me know. Hope you're okay. Thanks for covering for me with Waldo. Love to pay you back. Let me know. XOXO. See you later. Sent today, 1:03 p.m. Rain. Yep. He's coming. He's freaking coming. Definitely. Plan? Not really. If he's coming and he wants you, can you even run? I don't know. But I've got my phone already tapped. Probably by them, right? So does it even matter? They know where I'm going and with who, and the only way is to not say and just go without the phone, right? And without, God, face the wrath of the parents later and potentially the cops that want to question you. They're coming this evening? Maybe. Builder says he knows who set me up, and I was set up, and then he'll help with that. Maybe if I go where he is and help him with his thing and tell them that, or get that info from him without going, maybe. Or if I tell Rain about what happened with Pangolin or whoever the heck he was popping up and that thing and the guy from the theater popping up again and the phone and I don't know, maybe how to find him though without texting him. You could call him at the house phone maybe. It's probably tapped though. Okay, you could set up a meet maybe too with Deb and try that way. I can't run from him. And if he believes me, that's great, but if not, there's no telling what they might do to me and why. I mean, he said he was easy and nice to me last time, and yet now freaking, God, I don't even know. I don't know what he'd do to me though. Like something? Probably. Yeah, maybe. Click, new text. Unknown number? Looks like it. Open it? I guess so. What's it say? Unknown. This isn't traced or trackable, because how I've sent it on my end. I've stalled Rain with the help of some associates. I can help you hide from him. Meet me outside the back of your house in 5 minutes if you want to know how. I'm nearby and we'll see you come out and come meet with you then. Sent today, 1:44 p.m. Solution? Maybe, but at what cost? Yeah, and at what cost if you stay? You don't have answers for last night and Rain. If you go, though, you might have more answers? Yeah, and I might have a lot more angry people wanting them too. Under my hide, including the 800-year-old body jumper stopper if he's even human. Doesn't hurt to see and or hear at least whoever this is out. You got nothing to lose, and potentially they can help you. Potentially you can clear your name. Maybe you can get to the bottom of this too, so they actually have answers for Rain when he pops up or finds you. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what to do or why right now. It sounds like he's asking everybody for more and more info, and he might not be willing to let you out or keep you alive. You take your phone, you're trackable. But if you don't, maybe you won't be. Maybe. This sounds dangerous and heck, it's like a gamble. Yeah, I don't see a better option though. Like, either I go now or I don't, right? And might never get to. Maybe. Change clothes? Yeah, check. Backup backpack? I'm loaded with granola bars and money you didn't put in the piggy bank that you're seeing, but that's probably no more than $50. Okay, I got it at least. Jacket, okay. Showtime? Yeah, I guess so. Back door? Smash through, yep. Let's go through it and leave the phone inside right there after grabbing a water bottle and filling it. See who the heck this is out there. You can help me, I guess? I guess so. I don't know. We can navigate without it. You know the trails on the mountain that drop back to the mirror like the back of your hand? Well, not the mirror, but the manor. Why am I thinking it's a mirror? I don't know. Write a note real fast first? Maybe. You've got a minute maybe still for it's been 5. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Frick. What do I write even? I don't know, man. Hi, guys. Got a lead on who set me up? Gonna check it out. So sorry, but needing to be ungrounded for the day and night. Be back tomorrow to clear my name, hopefully. Staying with friends. My apologies for breaking the rules. Don't worry about me or call anybody. Be back or in touch by then. Love you guys. Peace, much love, and namaste. I don't know. I think it's the best I got. Cool. I don't know. Shiest. Walk out. Yeah, let's do this. Answer to rain. God, hopefully here we come. Shiest. I forgot about that other phone. Go back for it? Yeah, frick. Anything else you missed? No. Restroom? Yeah, okay, there we go. Alright, we done that, and that's gone, and we're good, and... God, we need to go, though. Who knows how much time we got. Some more food other than granola bars? Yeah, I guess some jerky and some apples. We're taking way too long, though. We're at the door, and my phone's probably not in the best spot down here, but at least not in plain sight in that drawer, and hopefully they won't notice it. There, if I turn it off? Frick. And that would be the notification. Look and see. I'm scared too, but yeah, maybe. I'm not at the door yet. Who is it? It's Rain. Frick. You. Oh, God, I almost want to read it in his own dang voice, and yet I don't want it freaking because I didn't just hear it in my head almost. It's like, you really thought you could walk out a door and we wouldn't notice? We don't know why you think is smart, but we're coming to find out. And why you're trying to hide your phone in that drawer. You can either answer our questions or cause us trouble, and it's not my recommendation to do that. Choose wisely. We can be your friends or we can be your enemies. And if I was you, I'd choose the first one. You don't want to be on the wrong side of the storm that's brewing. You might just get struck by lightning or eaten alive by something that's been sleeping under your bread or inside your bed or under your skin. See you soon. Sent today, 1:49 p.m. I don't know, frick, what the heck? Clue him in? I don't think so. They apparently have cameras, though, and they're probably watching my ass right now. Yeah, either through the phone or through something else. Everything in my body says run, and every fiber in my being. Like, it's not going to matter if he's already decided, but has he? I don't know. He let you go last night, but it's because he and they want the big fish, too. Ear doesn't like him at all. Ewing doesn't like him at all. Or whatever his name is. I don't know. And Deb didn't seem to be fond of him much either. I need protection. Yeah, and I'm running through that door like a dumbass with that phone off and in the drawer, and God, here we go. Are you here? How can you protect me from him? Where are you? They have me on camera, and I know I'm trying to leave. Can you stop him from knowing? If so, please can you? Where are you? It's done. There's signals jammed as we speak, and it's all black. They're blind, but we have 10 minutes, and by then we're either are gone, or you've chosen to stay, and I am. Who are you? Where are you? I'm behind the tree, or up it actually, behind the back wall the plants are beside. Come through the back gate and I'll come down to you. Okay. Gate with bag, out and through and relodged. Looking at the old oak tree on the far side and someone who's invisible before somehow. Popping out. Beautiful gal dressed in brown leather with long black hair. Who are you? Someone just like you. They want me to. Why? I hacked them and came from somewhere else. You're a body jumper? No, but I'm not from around here, so to speak. And because of that, they tried to get rid of me when I didn't do what they wanted. They won't kill you if you go back into that house now, but if you want to be free or have a chance to be ever again, you need to come with me. And go where? What's your name, and where did you come from, and what did you do that they didn't want you to? The woman shook her head, frowning. She was probably in her 30s or 40s, maybe younger, maybe older. She was even human? She looked human, but whether or not she was a good question. Her energy was weird and kind of frenetically everywhere, as if she could view or see what things were doing at a distance always from her, and her, like, a ways from her. Like she was looking remotely at things somehow from up in the air, like some kind of hawk or bird, like extending up out of her from like her head and then viewing the landscape. It was weird, and yet I could tell she was doing it somehow. We got 7 or 8 minutes. They got caught in traffic. The ones up by the resort road are not as far. My associates have set up a decoy and we can move and hide you probably now, but we might not be able to later. It's going to be now or never. Who is we and who are they? Similar folks with a similar cause. We're trying to bring this down and end this government to rebuild a new world free of structure. So you're anarchists? We prefer freedom fighters. Who and what do you prefer being? Free or not so much? I don't know. I body jumped here. I want to be protected from rain, but I don't know anything about this place. I just want to be safe and not here. Everything here to be okay and be safe. Can you help me do that? Only if you come with me. You should follow me up the mountain, and then we can go and hide at that mansion your friend was talking about doing the film at. Wouldn't they be able to track other folks' phones to there? I hadn't thought about it, but God, that made sense. Wouldn't they be able to? Like, frick, if they can, then we're screwed, aren't we? I don't know, maybe. Shyster. Now with me there. I can tell you everything you want to know, but they're at the lake now, passing the mill road. And we gotta go, because they'll be here in 3. I managed to nod, not liking it. Proceeded to follow her up the side on the hill towards the edge of the trees. We'd be there in a minute, and from there then we'd be able to get there? Maybe. Dogs or wolves hauling off in the distance. Hopefully, as you swing a wistful look back at you and you hit the tree line and see them as they're cruising at top speed, frick, onto the main road into the circles, dogs are already out, and we're on the clear, maybe, or at least on the trail. God, hopefully they can't track us. This way. I managed to nod as she immediately took us off down a size chute animal track that went off the main trail and steeply down and around the edge of a trough. Then through it and back across it and in 2, 3, 4 circles. God, mud everywhere. So our tracks were everywhere now too, but us also not moving anywhere? Why are we going in circles like this? You can't fly, can you? Maybe I can? Fly? I can carry you if it comes to it. They won't know which way we went this way, and we'll think we maybe double back, hopefully. You ready? Managed to nod and proceeded to take her outstretched hand. She proceeded to close her eyes and say something. Nothing happened, or at least didn't yet. Why are we, what on earth? Say it with me. I managed to nod and I proceeded to repeat as she said it. Whatever it was in some other language. It didn't make any sense, but at the same time too, before she said it, I knew it, and via and or through her was managing to say it too. Evek Kedor vince levias levis enka ikata espa ekosenokasa mutavatua. Slowly and surely we were rising. Not fast, but also not slow. Up we go. Yeah, slowly, gently drifting up with the breeze and out of the trough and down into the boggy hollow below, hovering around the edge of the trees. Descending the slope bit by bit, past the old oaks and pine trees, while bobbing up and down in the air like a sheet, being picked up off a clothesline in the wind, floating along, meandering along, her laughing and smiling and stretching out her arms while, God, I just held on to her for dear life, awestruck by what we was witnessing, what we were somehow doing. We'd become weightless like kites somehow. We were able to just glide. The gravity was gone, not a factor anymore, while it still held us some down below like a magnetic landing tether. Over and down the slope and into, whoa. So we danced along the top of the river on the droplets, never touching the surface of the surf, edging along the energy of it and the creek coming off of it over the road to down below, and the little bridge stretching across it and then dipping down gently to touch the ground. Just an elegant glide. Wow. What on earth? Old Mill Road, though. Couple hours early. But wow. How? I'm Faye. I came from another parallel road that's adjacent to this one. The energy is different there than it is here, but it works the same. Managed to nod, taken aback, just a bit still, but also in awe, trying to fathom how she was real, or this or any of this could be real at all. Aliens, body jumping. Faye? How did you get here? The question came out before I could fully think it through, still processing the events from the night before and the day before. this morning, or afternoon, or whatever time it was. The events of the last hour just rung like a whirlwind in endless loops in my head, no longer to keep up with the speed, but still roiling. I came willingly, but I didn't know that I could get back. There's a number of doors between our world and this one, and it seemed like there would be other Fae here, and there is, but they're different and don't have the same power connection that the ones back home do. So I haven't been able to figure out a way back while being tracked and traced from day one in ways the others that are here aren't. What do you mean? Here, why don't we go sit down there? That should be shielded well. That's the mansion your friend was talking about in the text I saw from a distance, no? I managed to nod, a bit unsure, as the girl gestured up to the creepy 13-story austere building that was looming visibly at the edge of our vision, perched up ahead, far away off in the distance on a wooden cliffside around the corner, the far end of the road? Something like that. Wouldn't be so much wood as rock, but man, it looked impressive just from the distance, even though we were far away from it still. We were already past the bridge where the mill was. More houses were down that way closer to the main road that led down into town that the bus took, including Fred's. But across the way from us and the bridge was the lumberjack's cabin, and up past that, deeper down the way, probably about 3 miles out past a couple of the turnoffs was it. The other couple mansions and manor houses that might be abandoned or occupied that nobody talked about. Anything across the river and the bridge was strictly forbidden, and there was a private road past it, and what went back on in the back area on this road, and then the roads leading up into the forest was most people's guess. It was for the most part quiet and abandoned, but it sounded like there were dogs still. They sounded a bit different than the police ones did, but they were howling behind closed gates, and who knew what lived in the houses. It was a regular subject in many parties and high school get-togethers, because on a regular basis, at least one high schooler would get into their fool head to come out here on a dare, or try and impress somebody every year. When they did, they'd either try to go there, allegedly get past its massive iron gates and vanish, or they'd get lost in and on their way and lose their mind and see something, to the point that when they came back, they'd never talk about it again. And that was when and if they did come back, because far too more often they'd just go missing again, and after a week or two, they would just go missing again if they came back, without anyone knowing about who or what lay past the bridge in the old lumberjack's cabin that stood vigil in an ominous way almost as a sentry to the other side, to a land of mystery and a land of the dead. Tucked deep away in an aspen grove of dead aspens and fallen trees right off the road, about a quarter mile to a half mile back off, and yet keeping an eye on the road. Nobody in town seemed to know or what lived back here, but would whisper about it every once in a while, and dare each other to come back past the bridge to the other side. Some believed drug lords did, some believed rich shut-ins did, others secret sanitariums and cults with cult leaders, some that it was all abandoned and haunted, or that the devil owned the other side of the river and the lake, and that no mortal soul that crossed the bridge would remain in the land of living for long. But no one knew for sure, and tonight we were going to find out? Maybe. Come on. I managed to nod again as she pulled on my hand, smiling. The dogs barking more loudly, us worried someone was going to come out and see, maybe. Interrupting my train of thoughts, and proceeded to follow her back down the creek and back behind trees more in the creek bank. So we proceeded to go along it parallel to the road for about a quarter of a mile back behind a massive grove of aspen so we couldn't be seen from the road. Whether the dogs were loose or not was a good question, but hopefully they were back behind the fences and wouldn't come out after us. They'd maybe seen us from the corner of their yard and were going off because of it. But whether or not they knew we were there or not was a good question, and we didn't want to find out. Trees blocked the views on all sides that way, and we could still hear the dogs barking, but at least from here they couldn't see us or their owners probably. And back behind us in the way that we'd come from, these trees were blocking the view, making it less likely that Rain or anybody else coming from the house on the other side of the hill further up could see us, making it hopefully next to impossible to be spotted without going through them on either end. We followed it further down to a massive thicket and then a hollow. And we passed through it, then finally up right beside the creek again to a bank probably about a half mile down the road and a quarter mile away from the edge of it. Nothing else was in sight but the creek and more hollows and thickets, a massive soothe of pine trees rising up the mountainside across the creek in the other direction, obscuring us from view that way too for us. This should be good. We can wait it out here until it's closer for us to head over there when it starts getting dark. In answer to your question, most of the Fae here are elementals and part of the land and not able to freely leave it. Their health and welfare is tied directly to it, whereas I can come and go as I like and how I like, and at least could before getting stuck here. So now I wander, hunt, and try to figure out a way back. How'd you get caught up in all this and with Rain in them? The detective, when I arrived, tried to catch me, so I spied on them and figured out who they were and what they wanted. Because of my innate abilities as a Fae, I was able to mess with their tech and technology, making them not able to track me while viewing them from afar and seeing what they were up to. Which is why you had to come with me if you wanted to be able to be safe earlier, because I can only block and scramble their tech when it's nearby me. My phone, for example, will become traceable if I were to leave it somewhere, and it's only when it's on me that I can block the signals. How did you get one, and how long have you been here? 20 years, give or take a couple hundred. I don't age like humans do, and have grown accustomed to them and learned their ways over the years. Got you. How did you find me? We heard about it, and I saw stuff going on while I was spying on them from afar and up in the air to figure out what their next moves were for us to try and take them down. We decided it might be good to bring you in to what we're doing. Our hope is with them gone and all their information, we can figure out a way back. Who all was we? You'll meet him. There's another body jumper like you named Franz, and several other from other places that don't know how to get home. With you now, there's 5 of us in total. The others are going to lay low tonight, but we'll probably meet up with them tomorrow. Can we, or can I go back at all to the others now that I know and was with you, or can I never, or where and how? What does this mean? Like, what are you all trying to do? Like, you're trying to go back to where, and why are you? I mean, it makes sense to want to go home, I guess, but, like, do you all remember home? Or, like, is there a way to? Or, like, what do you guys know about that? How can you, and how did we get here? You could, but it'd be dangerous, not only for you, but for them. I don't know much about what attacked you last night, but from what I gather, you were lucky. Some kind of angel things visited me and said they protected me. Do you know anything about them? Or a guy named Pandarosa or Pangolini or Pangolin? I don't know. I don't even know what his name was. But he, like, popped up in my room and tried to explain that they'd saved me and saved my parents and, like, kept my phone safe, but the cops would still be coming later, and yet I don't know, here I am running still, but, I mean, I just don't freaking know what the heck else to do. I don't, but I'd advise you not to trust any of them, and to stick with us and not go back. You probably put anyone that was in there in danger, and yourself, anyone else you've met, and likewise. Okay. That's probably a good idea. What's your name? I have others call me Horizon, Sky, or Dawn, depending on what they like. My real name I don't tell anyone, though. Makes sense. Power of the name. Do you know any Fae around here? Under what's all around here? I keep seeing wolves a bunch and don't know why. And, like, how do you know how to get home? Like, do you know how to get home? Or, like, why? Like, where do you live? Do you have a family now you stay with? Or you guys stay in the woods? Or how do you guys do it and stay off the radar? There's not too many Fae on this side of the river. The mountain and the hills past it is more where the wildlife is, whereas they're more down by the lake and in the woods. I know some, but I'm not too close of friends with many of them, and can count on one hand the ones I call friendly acquaintances and or allies. Ringle, also known as Potato Chip, is a shape-shifting badger that helps people and Fae sometimes, and acts as a guide, and there's a sea serpent I like to call Roy Biag, that helps people out sometimes that go overboard or have their boat crash or get lost out in the lake. But I haven't gotten to meet a lot of them because they keep mostly to themselves and see me as an outsider a lot of the time. I give them the names. I don't know what their real names are, of course, but they let me call them those things and stuff. Robiag's been here for a long time, though, and we're pretty close friends and chat with each other pretty often when we run into each other. He ended up down there when his parents died after coming from the ocean. Was born in the lake, but doesn't know anywhere else, and finds it big enough to travel up and down and hunt for fish and other animals in it. So he sticks around the area primarily, instead of going down the river and out of the mountains to try and find the sea in more urban and developed areas. Hates the taste of humans, though, and Fae, so helps him out in returns for birds and fish and favors. As for the wolves, they're omens. I do stay with the others sometimes. Others sometimes they've got spots they do and strategies they use to keep from being detected, but I don't typically with them. Sometimes I do when it's colder and I don't want to be out and about, but I feel more comfortable sleeping at the base of a tree and under the stars than shut in between 4 walls. We do, but not using our powers for the most part to be detectable by them, and via hacking skills that we have developed and use to disable cameras and surveillance when we need to, and still do when we need to, along with my ability to shut down things that are close in proximity to me. Omens. Omens? Yeah, not good ones. What do you mean? Depends on the lore, the story, and who you listen to. Depends on the color of the wolf you saw, too. But they're often signs of death, inner cataclysm, or massive change and transformation, especially when seen often or multiple times. What color did you see? White on both occasions, I think. That'd be an omen of change, arguably, then. And a big one's coming, and you need to follow where they guide you, or take control and steer where they go. Got you. I don't know how to, honestly, with all that's going on. I fell asleep in one place where I was way older, and then body jumped back into this body that I used to have 800 years ago, timeline-wise. Yet only 20, 40 years ago, physically, where I was at. I don't know, I was like 60 or 70, woke up in an 18-year-old's body, and the world's the same and similar, but also different than where I came from. I don't know how or I don't know how or what happened, but stuff somehow got reset. I don't know what to do or how permanently any of this is or how to cope with it. Like right now I want to go there to clear my name for something. The being or person who had this body before me that was also named Derek was involved with, and I got targeted to take the fall for it because of something, and arguably need to if I'm gonna stick around here, be stuck around here. But I also don't even know who to trust or if I should go or try to stay here or what I should do, honestly. There's someone named the Carnival Man on my phone. I don't know who he is, and he was talking about me. He ain't gonna go do something before midnight tonight, or else, because he had her, and I don't even know who he's talking about, or who he is, and who he has, and what he meant. But he's making threats, and it felt like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I should text him, but also I left that phone back there now, so it's like there's no way I could. And yet somebody wanted this other phone I've got here last night that I shouldn't have, and yet again I do, and yet somehow do yet again, even though they took it back because I somehow ended up with it and they wanted it back. And they broke into my house to get it and attacked me and threw me through a door, and like, I don't even freaking know. It's okay, I've got it now. I doubt they were tracking it, but now they're not. You should probably check in the creek though, and it'll end up in the river or the lake that way. The Fae won't like it, but it won't be here with us that way at least then, and they can do what they think is best with it. Maybe keep it from continuing to come back. It feels like it's got some kind of enchantment or curse on it, or there's something really wrong with it. Got you. I'm sorry, I forgot I even had it. You're not used to this and having to think on your feet. Good catch realizing it had, and not too long after we got here. I don't know if it's cursed or enchanted, but it's got something going on with it. I can just tell by the energy coming off of it. Like, that's not a normal phone. Got you. Maybe. Someone wanted it last night, and I don't know. Somehow it ended up back in my room today still, too. Maybe you're meant to have it. Maybe, or maybe I should just get rid of it like you say, and or leave it here because the person or whatever wanted it might come back for it and could find it. And or, I don't know, couldn't find it before without me knowing about it, or I don't know. And none of this makes any sense anymore. There's just too much going on. I don't know what the heck to do. We'll leave it here then, and or out by the crossroads. I just feel so stupid. I should have known, and yet I could be getting tracked right now, and we could be, and frickin'. Here, let me take it. It's been masked probably with me being with it. No charge? No. Pity. It'd be interesting to see why they want it. Leaving here is probably safest, and if we want to, we can come back for it later. Sounds good, I guess. How do you want to go about this? What time do you think it is? I was thinking of just going up the creek till it ends. The creek connects to the river, and we dodge most of the mansions and the inhabitants of them by following it up close to where it ends, then going up the road the rest of the way. That sounds good. Leave now, or should we wait for longer to pass? Probably longer. It's almost 4, I think, based on the sun. My guess is they won't be there at all until it's at least 6, but it might be good to get there towards the back end. Managed to nod and proceeded to put the phone... God, where though? The phone. It's masked, probably at least. I'll just take care of it and can mask it probably if we take it with us too. Then we can maybe look at it once we got it charged up somewhere and see why someone wanted it so bad as to come into your house and accost you to get it back. If you're sure you want it, you can, I guess. I don't know who owns it or why they want it, and I think it got set on me for some reason, because they keep coming back. It keeps coming back to me. Like someone's stealing it from the person who owns it, or it's alien, or whatever they are, or I don't even know, man. Because, like, freaking there's aliens, and I ran into them last night, and they, like, there's a whole group department investigating them, and that manages them, and, like, I don't even know anymore, man. Like, I'm not an alien. Yes, I body jumped. But at the same time, too, it's like, I don't even know what this world is and what all's going on. So I don't get why they think I would. And yet they're following me, and there's this guy named Rain that keeps tailing me and, like, frickin' is watching me. And, like, he's like, oh, there's a storm coming, and you're the harbinger fish for it. And, like, it's just, like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. They might be. I've yet to have someone be able to track something I've got on me. I've been doing this for at least 2 decades with mine, occasionally other stuff. I don't know. I don't like it. I guess if you feel like that's a good idea, we can do it. I think it might be. I was thinking we just leave it or get rid of it, but if it's that important to someone and they keep coming back to you, like you say, I think it might be, and it won't matter if we try to get rid of it because it'll just keep coming back to find you. Do you have pockets you can carry in? I'm picturing it for some reason popping out in that mansion, us losing it, and then them being able to find it in us, or I don't even know. I do. Don't worry. It'll mess up your pretty face and make you into a sourpuss. Then you won't be much fun to be around. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Did you see, or can you see other texts that folks were sending, or the builder sent, and or anything about who he is? Because I don't have any clue what we were talking about, or what I don't know, what we're even walking into, to be honest. Even I know he sent it to a lot of people based on the stuff I saw when I hacked your phone, but I don't know much more. The reception's bad out there because of the electromagnetics, so no one should be able to talk, or text or call well at that property. Gotcha. You ever been there? What do you know about it? We don't know much of anything in town about it other than that people go missing that go up there, and or they come back and then they go missing again, and or it over places over down there too. I don't know. We don't even know basically. Like what's there? We should go. Go where? She shook her head, listening intently to something. Proceeded to silence me, so I proceeded to follow her lead, not hearing it quickly through a thicket. As she hushed me again, had me drop down towards the ground. Something on the creek edge to the east, further parallel down the road, was coming along. It was still out of view, but also in a way not as comfortably. And I could hear... Why? Scheist. She proceeded to push me to the water, and then grabbing me and us rose up over it, and in a swift motion shot us running on the surface somehow, a solid half mile in the shiagamos of an eye, and then back out the creek side in a different spot beside a field covered in scarecrows. Why? She shook her head and proceeded to push my head down again so we were behind one of the scarecrows in a bale hay. So a creepy looking hearse carriage appeared on a little drive road that apparently went through the field and out across it over to a creepy looking house further on the creek. Proceeded to jet past us at a breakneck speed, kicking up dust on the track where the driver and the passengers proceeded to laugh and throw a glass bottle of some kind at some kind of animal carcass out of the back and out onto the road.
That'll teach you, now hit your rack on the head and die.
Continuing pace and heading to the house, maybe, is it? Whatever it was, hit the dirt. What the heck? Who? What? What are you doing? I'm seeing if it's okay and still alive. I managed to nod and, looking around, nervously proceeded to follow her eyes out from behind the scarecrows, and out onto the dirt lane where the evil demon children had thrown their latest catch of the family pet out of the back of the wagon. Only spot nothing there. How? Dogs barking in the distance again. The horse and the wagons were still there, going up to the house where there were maybe dogs. Did they not, or... She eyed her. Her eyes was crying. Leaning down over something, couldn't see anything there. What? Who? How? It's okay, we'll take you that way. She whispered mournfully as she proceeded to scoop something invisible up off the road into her arms and started back past the scarecrows and over to the large willow trees hanging over the creek. You're safe now. I know they're all barking still and that thing's still over there, but it'll be okay. Just follow the water and stay closer to the other shore until you get to the lake. She proceeded to hug it, whatever it was, while setting it down at the base of a tree, then proceeded to turn back to me with the tears still in her eyes. Those people are awful. We should head up the road. What did they do? Is that a fae you were talking to? Are they gonna be okay? Yeah, but only because we were there. And we caught up to him and I was able to get it off to the road and back to the water. I heard it running out by the bridge because it got caught up there while I was exploring, and they could see it then. Grabbed it and were tormenting it until the parents made them let it go because they wanted it to have enough energy left for whatever it is that they're doing tonight. And it doesn't sound like it's good, but that's not good what they're doing tonight. What are they doing tonight? I don't want to talk about it. I'll explain once we're past here. I managed to nod, concerned, and watched the vehicle stop off towards the house on the road for some reason. Dogs still barking inside a massive gated kennel. Proceeded to follow her over to the water again. Then found myself a bit surprised as she proceeded to bend down by the tree again, where she set down the Fae and started whispering something in Fae or some other language to it. And maybe said something back that I couldn't hear. She proceeded to laugh then? Turned back to me again, smiling. We're gonna give him a lift. You ready to fly down the waterway and break some windows? What, break? Come on, it'll be fun. Might just teach them a lesson or at least dampen their plans. Managed to nod, confused, proceeded to let Horizon grab me by the hand and pull me over to the water. Grinning ear to ear, then she proceeded to hurl us off the edge of the bank into the creek. We hit the water without going under in a crazy fast motion, then we proceeded to get shot down at breakneck speed, running almost on the water again up above us, but this time not being propelled by our own movement. So the water in the creek proceeded to rise up under us, and behind us in a massive swell as the not good folks' manor house proceeded to start looming closer and closer up on the hill beside it and off to the left of it. 1, 2, 3. Whoosh. Boom. Whoa. The window exploded as we and the creek burst through it and the wall of water behind us. Tons of taxidermy was hanging up inside from a hunt of not pretty-looking kind. Way too much diversity and criminality present. Skinned animals, heads of Ashiakaskamasia. The hangers proceeded to snap, and the water proceeded to take us and the stuff back down through the shattered windows, along with the rest of the contents of the room, and the weaponry and ammo that was lying inside back down into the creek, and off towards the lake as the creek rapidly proceeded to push itself forward to meet the river as it started to dip away from the fields and back towards the woods in a powerful surge of energy and emotion. You little! Don't look back. I managed to nod and proceeded to continue to grab Horizon tightly as we sped along the creek into the riverway, heading out towards the lake and away from the house rising on the waves. Contents of the family's illegal hunt preparations heading out to it as well. So we proceeded to take a dip and hit a swell. We did a swoop and curve over it in an impressive fashion and proceeded to have my eyes go wide as I found that not only were we gliding over the riverway now, but we were being carried by her in the water. But not just that, because under us now was a sea serpent that I could literally see with my own two eyes and made me blink as we were heading out towards the lake with us on top of it, carrying us to... What on earth? It's a Mona Aurora, I guess, on what they sound like. Whoa. Good to see you two right back in perfect timing. They're up to no good again. Yeah, we'd love a lift to there, thanks. Whoa, it's moving faster now and teleporting as it comes up under us, glowing and touches its skin to skin and takes us to... What the heck just happened? I didn't even see us move, and yet we had. We're on a beach shore. We're sitting on the inside of an iron fence by the back side of the mansion and the lake back behind it. And there's a sea serpent sitting there beside us in the wake that had just gotten out us getting down off of it. It's Rubiak. Yeah, he was with them. Got grabbed over by the creek. Has family, I guess, down by the lake. Hopefully they'll stop, but they're not good to us or humans, so we have to teach them more of a lesson if they keep doing what you say. Thanks for letting me know and for the ride. See you all later. Whoa, gone. Just as fast and just as magnificently glowing and diving down for fish or teleporting elsewhere. Leaving me in just awe. How he can teleport just like the Loch Ness Monster, or rather dimension swim. From one spot in this one to another in this one, with or without time passing. He regularly straddles multiple ones. Sorry I didn't give you a heads up. He was going to. He likes to swim regularly too, but he was in a hurry and it was kind of impromptu so we could chat and converse because he'd been coming up from the river off the lake back up to towards the mountains at. We heard there was trouble going on where we were at by the bridge in the creek. It's okay. I'm not sure what all just happened because it happened so fast. I guess that's normal and in time I'll maybe get used to it. You said you'd fill me in once we were there. What just happened and what was that family doing? Those bodies were not all wild animals, were they? No, they're hunting a lot more than just that, or have been. And Haven, we're planning to more tonight over by the lake again, according to Robiak. Not just planning to try to for the first time. They got a couple Fae and are trying to get him and more to sell, torture, and do what they want with. They can see them for some messed up reason. And hopefully the window smashing and losing all the stuff they were keeping in that room will deter them. But I doubt it, because they've done this before, and Hunt Your Kind too, I think, based on what we saw briefly at that room before it got washed away. Robiak's going to warn the others so that if they do try, even without the stuff that they had in that room, they're more than ready to deal with them. But we'll see if that stops them, because they have a long history, it looks like, going back. And hopefully we don't have to do more, but we probably will to get rid of them and get them to leave. Is everyone back here like them, or just them? There's a number of interesting individuals, probably. I don't know much about them, but I've always avoided them in this place for the most part till tonight. From what I heard from the water elementals that helped us with that tidal wave, the Fae in these parts aren't happy with what the humans are doing at all. Want them to stop doing it, and or want them gone. Makes sense. Did the one you helped get back where he needed to go? He decided to tag along with us for a bit, to thank us. Thought we might need the help and wants to repay the favor for us for saving his life, because if we hadn't come on when he did and got him out of the road, he wouldn't have been able to move probably, because he was in shock when I found him, and they'd really messed with him bad. He's up on my shoulder at the moment. I might let you see him sometime. We time skipped thanks to Robiak, and all conversed while we all conversed while you were catching up to the effects. So it's probably about 6 now. We should probably all eat though if you want to before heading over. My little buddy's been smelling the jerky in your bag, and we'll love some. And it'd probably be good to, before we head in there, over to the front where probably everyone else is at, and we probably should pretty soon. If that's okay. It sounds good, yeah. I've got apples and granola bars too. Here you go. Whoa. As the furry invisible little gremlin hands, I feel, take it from my hands, take the piece of jerky out of my hands and devour it in about a gulp. And burp. Surreal? Hand him another? As he does the same thing. And again, alright. Does your little friend speak English or have a name? He says we can call him a lot of different things. His full name is Dagavivik, but he has a real name as well. He says we can call him Troll or Norway or Augie or Og for short, though, or whatever we want to. Sounds good. I've got some more jerky. I'm not sure how much. How much does he eat? Quite a bit, but he's pretty full now. Or at least that's what he's saying telepathically to me. He can catch his own food, too. Gotcha. I'm not that hungry, I don't think, but I'll take these out so that you can have stuff. Are you hungry? Do you want anything? I'll take some jerky and an apple if that's okay. Yeah, that's more than okay. You saved my life a couple times back there. I'm still just trying to process what even's all going on. And you're helping me understand, honestly, what is more. Thank you. You're welcome. These are pretty good. Thank you. Sure then. You guys are welcome to more. Just let me know when you'd like some. Should we go see what's going on up front? That sounds like a plan. Lead the way. I managed to nod and proceeded to lead him off the beach and around the edge of the property, go on the base of the cliff and up the side on some kind of weird-looking goat trail. It was steep but walkable, at least without turning into a 45-degree angle. A couple switchbacks up in total, with rocks sticking out the side beside the dirt trail. Had wildflowers growing out of it, a natural goat grazing on the side and then running for the beach. Running on the beach? Upon seeing us and sensing the two Fae? What on earth? Horizon proceeded to make it a look, and it leapt out of... There's something invisible scrambled down the side. Much to my horrors, it leapt from her shoulder, grabbed it, and then proceeded to start dragging it, carrying up the edge of the cliff face and over the switchbacks up and back towards us in insane speed. In less than a fraction of a what on earth? Blimey. It was just silented, though. He just grabbed it and it was silent? What on earth? Thanks, but no thanks. Would you like some, Derek? No thanks. I'm good. Are we gonna take that up there to the film crew and the humans? Like that? They might think we're Satanists or looking to do some kind of ritual sacrifice. Never mind. As he swallows the goat whole and starts burping it, I'll take that as a no. Your little friend's hungry, isn't he? Never mind. Whoa, watch your step there. I almost toppled off on the side. Thanks for the heads up. Is that the top? Not quite. One more switch back. And I think we're there. Who's... Derek! Is that you? I thought I heard someone down there, but wasn't sure. I can't believe I got almost half the town to show up. Are you at least the half that's cool? Almost everyone's waiting inside, but this is going to be excellent. A suspended tale of heroism and bravery. I assume you got my text and found out about it that way. I managed to nod as I reached the top of the last mini switchback and found myself face to face with the builder. He was bald and wearing a Leatherman's jacket and a bowler hat and a pair of glasses that had been duct taped together in high school. Aged? Maybe, but also wasn't sure about that. Todd Brown? I don't remember your last name. Is that your name? Memory coming back at least briefly again. Whoa. Shyster. Oh, jeez. Easy there, you're gonna topple off. I grabbed my hand thankfully, but if he hadn't... Shyster. Let's get off the edge, shall we? Now, as I was saying, it's looking to be one heck of a production. Now, might I ask who's this striking femme fatale is accompanying you? Sorry, miss, I didn't see you there. You need a hand? I'm good, thanks. Horizon. Nice to meet you. Derek, why don't you tell me you had a girlfriend? We're not. Really? I'm surprised. You two look absolutely dashing together out on the moors like this in the woods on a lavish country estate. The director will try to make that change quickly, I reckon. He's not here yet, but he told me about an hour ago to come and greet folks, and that he'd appear shortly after 7 and get the show going. Sent a couple of cameramen like Bernie standing over here behind me to film you guys and people's arrival. I must say you two have made quite a smashing appearance. Where are you making out down there? Or why are you coming from the depths of the lake itself to this fine, anciently antiquated property? We came in via the creek. By boat? No, we swam. Who's all in there and who set me up? I dare say, friend, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, the locker, the stuff in it. You said you'd tell me if I came. And indeed I shall. But first, we must get you inside and out of those west clothes. You surely you'll catch hypothermia out here in those. And there might be some back ones up in the costume department's van. Bernie, where's Matilda? Go fetch her and we can get them some better stuff. That's not soaking wet from their sipping activities. Actually, I see folks coming up the road. You two go to where those vans are and go ask for Matilda. Say, Todd, sent you to get some clothes that were less conspicuous, and then come in through the front doors. You hear me? The front doors, not the back. The back are bad, mate. Bernie, you're with me. See who this new arrival is. This is so exciting. I can feel the emotion in my hands so much I can't even feel them anymore. 12 people at least here. This is incredible. This is just incredible. See you guys inside. What was that? Sorry, I have indigestion and haven't eaten all day. Oh, that's quite alright. There's food inside too, a whole buffet I think, filled with just about everything you can imagine, and ginger soda. Do go there and make yourselves comfortable. Thanks. Now Benny, we want a pan show as I run to see this. Run with me man. We gotta go faster. We want to get the whole moors in this shot. We're just gonna go along just on a pan angle at a straight speed run. Whew, that was close. Yeah, oh my god. That's it over the cliff? What on earth? That's it over the cliff. Good og. Is that all of it? Is that the whole goat skeleton? Good og. They don't like the bones. Noted. Glad they didn't have that on camera. Shall we go up over the costume van he was talking about? I'm good and I'll dry out pretty fast, I think. You? I could do with it, maybe. I'm pretty soaked. Sounds good. We'll meet you inside. Sounds good. God, alright, I guess I go there first then, get close. I guess, maybe. Car, costume van, dead ahead? Yeah, probably. It looks like it. There's a guy with matted hair and horn-rimmed glasses sitting in an assistant director's chair with her arm crossed outside of one, smoking a cigarette and doing her best not to look towards me. As I was walking over towards her across the front lawn, towards where she's at in the open gates. Matilda? Probably. It looks like it, maybe. Hi, Todd sent me. He said I could get fresh clothes here, maybe.
Well, he was misinformed. We have stuff for the director, Gales, but that's it.
Sounds good. I'm wet, but that sounds good. Is there any inside? Do we need to do makeup or anything for this, or wear costumes?
No, the director wants it all natural and unplanned. You come, arrive, and die as you are, or run away screaming, whichever comes first.
got you. Why do you say that?
Don't you know anything about where we're shooting and why the director picked here? Of all the godforsaken places to shoot.
Not really. It's always been a big giant question mark what this place is and what goes on down here in town with everybody. At least everybody that I've met and everything that I've seen.
The house, according to online occult communities, was built on top of the doorway to the other side and what lives down below.
What do you mean?
How'd you like me to spell this out for you? Hell. Hell. Hell is literally down under the house, kid, and the creatures of it walk down directly below it and beneath your feet. The doors keep it inside the house, at least usually, but at night it lives inside and it seeps up from down below in there. This will probably be the director's last movie. In my personal and professional opinion, he's arguably gone insane to even consider attempting it. It's set up so that I'm outside, and part of the crew is also getting the stuff that goes down inside before and leading up to the lockup. But then after that, after he leaves the house and everything goes bad, we get the footage inside that we might otherwise lose, and it's just going to be bad. We've got cameras inside so that there's outside feeds, and with those and uplink, we can hopefully get the data one way or another off the property. More than likely, in my opinion, it's just not going to be pretty. There's no way it's going to be. Like, the world and people usually they're just playing with fire. It's just best left untouched with the demons who own it.
What do you think it's that's under it?
The owners, the original ones, never left. At least according to the records. They bought the house in the 16, 17, or 1800s. Even though they should be long dead by now, they never left, or at least someone who doesn't have the same name never left, according to the deed and the legal documents that exist. According to all of them, they still live here, but no one has seen a trace of them for more than 1,000 years. Property's never been sold or foreclosed on, and it's all in order and maintained, but there's no staff, at least as far as I know. So how do you think that is? And this lawn is still so nice and green and looks like a rich man's lawn. Even if this caretaker still has thousands of years, which I doubt, how would or could they keep this place as nice? And there'd be no record of any outside disturbances, trouble, or renovations. This building looks too pristine. It's too amazing, too brand new from the exterior. If it's been standing for 1,000 years, it would have needed multiple paint jobs, right? The only thing I can think is work of the devil. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. And it's just not going to be good. There's no way it wouldn't have needed repairs. There's no way, multiple times, with wild animals, storms, you name it. It's like things know better, never touched this place and or protected itself. And it's alive or something else inside and does it for it. To lure things in and or maintain it for some diabolical reason that we don't understand. Because how much the house is part of some bigger long game. Like it became God and the devil himself.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind, I guess. Good to know.
You'll have to lock the doors. After that, no one gets in or out. And no one probably will, because any idiot in there is going to lose their freaking minds. Or something else far more sinister will occur, and they'll start breaking through doors with axes. This whole thing's a massive error, and I'm not sure what will happen yet, but we're taking bets out here on which one of you bites it first, or snaps first and takes a cleaver to someone's medulla oblongata, or starts hanging people on ropes out the windows, or and how many bodies there are for the night's over. Because more than likely, it's just going to be a bloodbath. If not a complete and total massacre, don't you think? It's like creating a horror movie, except the actors are the main characters. It's so freaking brilliant, and yet so freaking demented.
I managed to nod and proceeded to back away from Matilda, who was smiling just a little bit too happily and unsteadily as she said the last bit. So she was wanting to knock us off one by one herself, almost. Even though she was upset visibly about us filming here, maybe? And yet not, or light the whole set on fire just to make it end? Go in and just run? I don't know. Because if half of what she was saying is the case and true, this house is not good news at all. Inside there was potentially many things far worse than her, anything we'd seen yet maybe that was going on. I don't know. You should get Horizon first, and then we can go meet up with her folks and go from there. Lock her and I don't know, find out who set you up, be danged maybe. Because this isn't worth it. You've had fae, you've had aliens, you've had body jumping, and angels already. Demons and devils, that's not a stretch. And who knows what else there is? Hard pass? Yeah, probably. Front doors and Mansion of Horror, here we come, though. No colors either. Big giant blood red ruby brass knockers straight up ahead. Golden French cathedral architectural devils carved into them. Along with stone statues all up the walkway making faces. Massive black oak doors keeping hell in or keeping anything that comes in from ever getting out. I don't know. Let's end this party before it begins. The door's open. Yeah, that's a hand on my shoulder. Frick, and it's an all too familiar one. Way too familiar. No, no, no.
A storm is brewing. Can you feel it? If I didn't know better, you just got struck by lightning and reared up like a horse.